Ben Doig kid.
Is he on here?
No, like found some other Doigs. Just to deal on it.
Sorry.
Nope, good.
Slide over.
Oh, you got him on there
need
already.
someone to run camera.
Yes. So the guys will come up. Yeah. I'm gonna have to steal my phone from you just so I can take a picture.
Sure.
For this. Sorry.
Try, Jess.
So today we're here to honor a young man who tragically is not able to be here. We lost much too early. But he will forever be with us in spirit, and he'll forever be a Raider. We thought the most appropriate way that we could honor him is to read in his own words what he described what it meant to be a Raider. Jordan McKinnon said to be a Raider is a privilege. Not very many people ever get the opportunity to experience being a Raider. It means coming to the rink every day ready to give your 100% when you step on the floor. It means never settling for anything but the best. Putting the team goals above personal goals. Pushing each other as hard as you can all the time to become the best team in the country. Working hard not just for yourself, but for the rest of the guys and everybody else that puts time in to help. Knowing your skills and weaknesses and applying them to the game to help the team. Also just hanging out with the guys, getting to know each other and bonding as a team. But in the end, being a Raider means coming together, believing in each other, and working our asses off to get a national championship. This completely embodies everything that Jordan stood for, and we're proud that we'll always be able to hang in our room, so that every person who may walk to that dressing room will be able to remember Jordan and know what it truly means to be an Okotoks Raider. I'd like to present this plaque to Wayne and Allison McKinnon, Jordan's parents, so they can also hang one at the house, so that they can always remember what Jordan meant to the Raiders organization and know they'll never be forgotten.
I would just like to thank the Raiders organization, Jesse, Mrs. Fair, and the late David Fair for allowing Jordan to be part of the Raider Nation. It was, in his eyes, it was a privilege, and I guess that's all. Thank you very much.
Oh, sorry. This is a chart.
Just to reiterate what Wayne was saying, Jordan loved lacrosse. He felt the most successful. He also felt like this is where his friends were. He had a great time with you guys and always looked forward to coming to lacrosse. No matter what team he was playing, he always looked forward to the challenges and the people that he met and the opportunities to grow. Have a great day, guys. Thank you very much for including us in the Olympic program.
I'll get them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. And you can always edit this after too. So go with it. For some reason, that's sorry, I was.
That's all right.
Oh, no.
Yeah, the speed back.
Yeah, so, and then, so this is the goalie section part. So there, Jackson Freeman number one.
Jared throwing a curveball.
He's probably not on the website. Yeah. So I guess I'll ask her what to do.
Or can we add it?
No. Yeah, so from here it's pretty straightforward. So they ask me always select the goalies, I think. Is it Brendan's? Then it's pretty self-explanatory in here. Yeah. Otherwise, I'm sure that they can like arm up and override us. Yeah.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Max Bell Arena. Today is the 23rd of June, and we're here to watch the game between the Edmonton Miners and the Calgary Raiders. We're just waiting for a few other people in our sport crew to get up here, so we'll have a few little technical difficulties getting camera and all our play-by-play going. We ask that you bear with us. It's a beautiful afternoon here in Calgary. The Miners have just made their bus trip down, and we're getting ready for the opening face-off of today's game. Lineup scratches for the Calgary Raiders today are number 2, Jesse Chong, number 6, Zach Mante, number 8, Connor Finlay, number 9, Matthew Flewitt, 21, Cade McCormick, 23, Harrison Mitsuka, 26, Colton Playstead, 28, Danny Wright, and 29, Cam Wingreniak. First face-off is contested, scramble for both teams, and Raiders pick up the ball momentarily before settling at getting their offense out in the field. Okay, and we're back now with our team here. Hopefully we can get a little bit more interactive for you folks. First goal was just scored by the Raiders. We'll have that for you here in a moment.
Ferrier comes down the wall, and Carter Brand, a new to the Raiders. He just came out from Ontario. He's currently with us. He's certainly a big asset so far. So we look to see a lot from him coming up from the game here.
Miners pick up the ball, swing it out, get it down to their offense. That's down the stick of number 6, Mitchell Holtby. He swings it up top, down to the far side. Little pass goes off the stick of number 11, Kean Peterson, and the Raiders scramble, muck the ball up, try to pick up that loose ball. And they do. They bring the ball up the floor in transition. Looks like they've got some numbers that are going to have a look. They take a shot off the goalie and out of play.
Low with McIntyre, good look inside to Kinnear. Raiders break out the ball. They come up the floor. Number 14, Ben Doig. Swings the ball to number 12, Randy Bray, who puts it to the left side of the floor. Good turnover by the Raiders. Levi Anderson carrying the ball up in transition. Good take by Levi.
I like the way the Raiders are pushing the ball. They've always been a hard-working team, keep the other team honest, make sure that if they're slow in reacting, they get caught on the floor in an odd man rush there, and Levi buries the ball, puts it in the back of the net.
Yeah, that's certainly one of the things that the Raiders pride themselves on, is pushing the ball in transition and making the other team get back. Really, they like those scrambled situations. They got guys on the back end that are very good at capitalizing. And as we see there, he puts the ball in the net. Raiders look scrum down low, and Brett Craig comes up with the ball. Raiders looking to break down the floor. Kalen Bullen looking up. He's got odd numbers here. Oh, good fake, good shot by Kalen. Raiders goal.
Miners may be looking like the bus trip has shown up in their legs a little bit. Missing a couple assignments. Heads are not quite ready to play here yet, but I'm sure the coach will settle them down here and get them back in this game here quick. We have our first time out of the game going to the Miners. Coach looks to get the boys a little refocused here. You know, sometimes when you have a ceremony or anything before the game, the players, it's a little change in their pre-game procedure, and sometimes it affects their mental focus.
Yeah, certainly coming out here, it's a 3-hour bus ride that obviously takes some energy out of the legs, and the Miners are looking to find it here and get a rebound.
That's what I said.
Scratches today for the St. Albert Miners are number 3, Cole Todd, number 5, Jacob Mamker, pardon me for that, number 15, Seth McDermott, number 17, Ethan Spadafora, number 22, Brett Orr, and number 35, Seth Belrose. They've got a couple extra players in their lineup today. They've brought up number 16, Ty Smith, and number 18, Cole Todd, and number 33, Jaron Schumerund.
Good battle, good pickup ball by Logan Brubaker off the face-off as they look to get down into the Raider zone and set up their offense.
Miners being patient in their offense, moving the ball around the top a little bit. Not looking to go to the inside too early until they get the look they want. There's a shot. Loose ball is recovered by the Miners for a moment, but good pressure by the Raiders, and they recover that ball and bring it down the field. Number 3, Liam Farrell goes in, takes a look before dishing the ball off. Raiders swing the ball up top, down to the close side here, hit the man on the far side. He tries to toe drag, but just gets a little tight to the goaltender, and the Miners turn the ball. And it's quick transition. Number 16, Ty Smith, comes down, takes a shot, but good save there by the Raiders goaltender. I think that's
Brendan Wilhelm.
Wilhelm in nets tonight, starting goaltender.
Great feed by Levi Anderson there to Miles Ham, who puts the ball in the back of the net. Well, the Raiders have got 4 transition goals, which are certainly something that they're trying to push throughout the game, and as we see, it's paying off for them early.
Yeah, Miners just going to have to be a little sharper in their changes, read those a little bit, not create as many odd man rushes, maybe change up their offense approach a little bit, run a couple men a couple different ways, so that give the Raiders a little different look and try change the momentum here on the road.
And we got a delayed penalty here for the Miners to number 20, Logan Brubaker. He's got 2 minutes for cross-check. And the Raiders get their first power play of the game.
Looks like that's going to be a cross-check. Just a little too aggressive there on the defense. Maybe a little bit of frustration, maybe just a little bit of hard work, but you know, they need a big penalty kill here. Keep this game from getting out of hand too early.
Ball to number 20, Carter Brand, who comes around, takes a shot, catches his own rebound. And the Raiders corral the ball, and they'll set up their power play once again here. Raiders are going to try a little bit of a different approach here. Put number 12, the big body, Dylan Kinnear, inside.
Pretty tight.
Number 16, Brett McIntyre with the shot, gets his own rebound. Up top to number 20. Oh, good look backdoor, and great, even better save by Jackson Freeman there. Oh, and the Miners lose track of the guy, and Getz finds his buddy down there, Kinnear, and he puts the ball in the back of the net.
Those two guys always have had great chemistry, and you know, just a case of losing track of where the ball was, losing a man for a second, and just like that, ball's in the net. Power play goal there for the Raiders.
Face-off won there by the Miners, who break the ball out. Number 11, Kian Peterson. Oh, good battle by number 3, B Rabbit, Liam Farrow.
Raiders goal scored by number 12, Dylan Kinnear. Assist number 15, Travis Getz. Talk about his rapid career. Kinnear from Getz.
Yeah, B Rabbit, he comes on to the Raiders team here. He's a young buck, just first year on the Raiders here, and he's certainly got himself a big career in rapping. He's certainly dropped some nice mixtapes on SoundCloud if you want to go check those out.
Raiders work the ball around, swing it up to the middle and down to the close side. Just like that, number 20, Logan Brubaker, or wrong team.
Carter Brand.
Carter Brand takes a shot off the goalie, and the Raiders recover the ball.
Good pick up there by Brett McIntyre, way to get back and shut down the quick offensive approach by the Miners. Jet with an outside shot, corralled by Jackson Freeman, and Carter Brand picks it off and finishes the ball. Raiders goal. As we see there, just a little bit of a careless mistake by the Miners, breaking out the ball, and great offensive awareness by Carter Brand to pick off that ball and come in and finish it. And the Miners win that face-off, and great job getting out of pressure as the Raiders pressure them to turn the ball back.
Number 12, Randy Beret, gets the ball, and he passes it over, and Miners swing it down, move it across the floor. It's back into Beret's stick there, and then he tries to hit Kian Peterson over the backside. Passes a little bit high. Raiders recover the ball and come up the floor.
There was a big hit on the boards to number 7 on the Miners. Adam Gallagher. We'll certainly keep an eye on him to see if he returns back to the game. And here, as we see again, Getz and Kinnear running that two-man game, and they find it. Good save by Jackson Freeman there as the Miners corral the ball. Number 16, Ty Smith, looking to settle things down as he moves the ball to Brad Watson, one of the Miners guys that they're looking to help produce on the offensive side of the floor.
Watson takes the ball, doesn't like his look, swings it over there to number 21, Harrison Tucker, who fires one, finds the bottom corner of the net, and the Miners are on the board. It's an important goal. I mean, 5-goal spread is not insurmountable in box lacrosse. And, you don't want to go into the period completely out of the game here. Miners have been outshot, been outplayed, but nice to see them pushing back a little bit and putting a ball in the net.
Tucker from Watson at 10-16.
Al says, great job.
Loose ball picked up by the Raiders as Christian Norrie turns back, and Randy Bray keeps the pressure on him. Great out pass by Norrie to Brett Craig, who throws a nice behind the back to Carter Brand as they look to set up the offense. Little bit of a miscommunication there as the Raiders corral the ball back, and Raiders number 2, Austin Reister, loses track of his man back door, and Jet finds Dylan Kinnear, and the ball just like that. Ball's in the back of the net. Blocks over the line, white ball. Miners number 11, Keem Peterson, picks up the ball as he looks to move it to the bench as they get the ball low and look to set up their offense. Oh, smart play by number 39 there, coming off the bench to pick up that ball quick. Good screen shot coming around there by Brad Watson as it goes high off of Wilhelm's shoulder and out of play, and Miners ball. Miners get the ball low, look to double down as they come around the top, hit Brad Watson, who gives it right back, and good defense by the Raiders there. They certainly knew that the guy was too far out to take the shot as they shut down low, and big play by Brett Craig here to keep the ball loose as the Miners corral it with 8 seconds left.
Raiders pick up the ball and move it up to their offense, get their changes, and swing it up top. It's like that's in the stick of Getz. He swings it down low, brings it up to the top. He runs it over to the righties. Lots of great movement by the Raiders always, and today's no exception. They work hard on offense. They're very dynamic. Gives them lots of good looks in games.
That's just great awareness there by Brett McIntyre, getting the ball with that late in the shot clock and quickly getting a shot off to get a good quality scoring chance. Miners number 12, Randy Bray, looks to go underneath as he swings the ball up top for a shot, and a good save by Brendan Wilhelm. Number 22, Levi Anderson, carries the ball up, looking to cause some ruckus in transition here as he decides to settle the offense and pull it out.
Raiders change their offense up and get their offensive unit out there. They go to work. Good shot from the outside. Loose ball's picked up by the Raiders. They get a reset on the shot clock, and go back to work. Gets swung down. He comes over the top, takes a look just a little bit high. Ball goes down the floor. And Wilhelm picks it up, swings it back up, back into the stick of Travis Getz, moves it down low. Quick move around his man, and we got another Raiders goal.
As we see again here, that's that Kinnear-Getz duo. He certainly always find each other, and Dylan Kinnear's a big body, and if you get the ball in his stick late in the shot clock with no help down low, he's gonna make it count. Loose ball picked up by Tyler Seavesier as he carries it down into the minor zone. Decides to pull out. Doesn't have any help down there as the Raiders get the ball up to Brett McIntyre and look to set up their offense. Raiders get the ball low, come around the top, swing it to down low to number 27, Dylan Ferrier, as he looks behind the net to Brett McIntyre, who's coming out, as we've seen earlier in the game. Good pickup by Connor Pup, and quick shot late in the shot clock. We see a loose ball pushed by the Miners, and ball's gonna stay in the Raiders' sticks. Carter Brand looks up top, who swings it down low to Connor Pup, who comes over the top, swings it to the lefties to, good shot by Carter, just off the mark there, but he had the goalie moving the wrong way, and if he can dial that shot in, that one's in the back of the net.
Miners bring the ball up the floor, put in the hand of Mitchell Holtby. He swings it, gets it over to the far side. Number 26, Brad Watson, moves it down, back to Watson, back down to the corner. Quick move to try to go around his man as Harrison Tucker doesn't like what he sees. So he swings the ball to number 12, Randy Beret. Tries to run a little pick and roll. And we have a shot clock violation. Raiders are going to recover the ball. Good defense there by the Raiders.
Raiders Levi Anderson carrying the ball, who moves it to the left side to Jet, who gets it low and looks inside to Dylan Kinnear. Levi corrals the ball for the Raiders, and they'll stay on offense with a new shot clock. Great look inside by Dylan Kinnear to Brett McIntyre. When you put the ball in his stick inside, he makes very little mistakes, and that one ends up in the back of the Miners' net. We see a quick goalie change here for the Miners. Number 1, Jackson Freeman comes out, and we're going to see a new face in net here for the Miners. We're going to see Garen Schumerd, who comes up from the Junior B Crude. So we'll see if he can help stop the run against the Raiders and get some back in the tank for the Miners.
I mean, Freeman, hasn't played too bad. He's faced already 26 shots, and we're 15 minutes into the game. A lot of them have been good quality looks from good quality places. His team's got to just find a way to help him out a little bit and give him a little bit, help him see the ball, help him get his confidence back if he comes back in the game. Yeah, certainly. The Raiders have had a lot of shots right on top of the net there that they should be. They're great quality looks, and the defense needs to find something as we see the Raiders push the ball in transition once again, coming in on a 2-on-0 here. And the Raiders' number 10, Jack Maroney, puts the ball in the back of the net on a quick transition shot. Boy, that's a tough way for a new goalie to come in. First shot to be facing is a 2-on-0. You're a Junior B goalie coming in, probably already feeling a little intimidated, and that's not a great help for his confidence. Hopefully he can stop a few balls and get himself settled into this game here. And black face-off violation by Levi Anderson, and it's going to stay Miners' ball. 26, Brad Watson carries the ball down, looking to swing the ball low to the lefties as they get it low and look to double down. Watson gets the ball back over to the lefties as he comes over the top. Watson with a good up pick as he looks to flash the net. Bit of a miscommunication as number 4, Miles Ham, picks up the loose ball and looks to push in transition. Miles pulls the ball out as the Raiders get their offense on the floor and look to set things up. Four on the shot clock. And that's just some floor unawareness there by the Raiders. They certainly got to keep an eye on that shot clock. That's one that they would like to have back. I mean, right now the Raiders are kind of running away with the game here a little bit, but I'm sure the coaching staff is really looking for them to still run things cleanly. It's not about the game, it's about winning the season, it's about winning playoffs, and you know, even when things are going easy and coming well, you want to make sure you're not getting lazy or making mistakes.
And there we see a good save by number 3, Guerin, as Kalen Bullen looks to put his second one in of the night. And we're going to see it stay Raiders ball.
That was a big collision. Almost looked like that was borderline a penalty. Fortunately, Raiders Miners got to play some good defense and not got caught there. Fortunately, the goaltender didn't get hurt, and Raiders are going to get a chance to go back to work on their own.
Bit of a miscommunication there by number 27, Dylan Ferrier, to number 12, Dylan Kinnear, as the Raiders push the ball back. Good defensive play by Dylan Ferrier to recover that ball as the Raiders look to push things once again in transition. Miles Ham slows things down as the Raiders get their offense on the floor. Number 15, Travis Getz, will carry the ball low into the corner against number 16 for the Miners, Ty Smith. As we see a one-on-one, good shot by Travis Getz there around the screen. Those ones are obviously tough for the goalie to see as Getz puts one 5-hole on number 33 there.
I mean, Getz is certainly a great skilled player, but you know, he's playing against an affiliate who's come up, and you know, Ty's just got to read that play, and he's got to get on his hands. Can't let Getz shoot. He's too good of a shooter. He's got too good IQ for the game, and just like that, he finds the back of the net.
Good loose ball corral by number 11, Kian Peterson, and penalty coming up here to the Raiders as number 33, Guerin, runs to the bench. Watson, number 26 here, will look to set the ball up as they get their 6 guys on the floor with 10 left on the shot clock. Kian comes around low, looks inside, is good stick by number 10, Jack Maroney, to pick that one off as the Raiders corral the ball, and we're going to see our first penalty to the Raiders here. That penalty is against number 7, Kalen Bullen, for a hold.
Raiders penalty number 7, Kalen Bullen, 2 minutes for holding. Bullen for holding.
A smart move on the loose ball there. It just, you know, if the ref is on the right side and gets a good clean look at it, you're going to get caught. But certainly a smart play to try pick up that ball, gain that little extra advantage. Miners are moving the ball around. Errant pass, and
number 13, Brett Craig, is pushing it in transition. Great back check by number 26, Brad Watson, to pick that ball off as the Miners look to set up their power play once again here.
A couple of the fans out here were commenting on the quality of look that Brett got there, but I'm sorry we didn't hear all of it.
Good shot by Watson, but great save by Brendan Wilhelm, who looks to break things down off the bench. And bit of a miscue there as number 16, Ty Smith, picks the ball off and looks to push in transition. Again, big save by Wilhelm as he looks to hopefully slow things down, but he looks down the floor to number 3, B Rabbit once again, Liam Farrell, as he pulls the ball out, and the Miners look to double it to get the ball back for their power play here. Number 11, Kian Peterson, helps pin the ball up against the boards as Liam Farrell pulls the ball out and swings it to the offensive player, Connor Pup.
33 remaining on the penalty. Raiders, Simon missed there, and number 20.
Dylan Ferrier got saved there. That was a great save by Guerin as he looks to make one of his first saves coming into this game. Ball's up top with number 19, Connor Pup, as Reister loses footing. Connor carries the ball low with 15 seconds left on the game clock here between periods. As good play by number 2, Austin Reister, to push over Connor Pup and get that ball loose with 5 seconds remaining on the clock. get the ball into number 26 Sticks as he fires one from deep, and that's the end of the first period. 11-1 for the Raiders.
So, good solid first period for the Raiders. Shots were 29-7, 11-1 game. Miners are going to have to find a little bit more in the dressing room between periods and get themselves refocused and try to bring out a little bit more in the second period. Before the game, we had a chance to catch up with both teams, and here's what the Raiders had to say for thoughts going into today's game. I'm here with Jake Hayes, one of the assistant coaches for the Calgary Raiders. Jake, today's an important game for you guys. You guys are doing something real special to remember a player who played for you guys, Jordan McKinnon, for many years. Give us your thoughts on him, and maybe how do you keep your guys head in the game today?
You know what, Jordan brought a lot to the table, and he was a great player for our program, probably the best attitude we've ever had. And you know what, if a lot of our players wanted to be like him, and they wanted to and have his work ethic and his jam and his drive and everything along the lines, I think that they'll take that in and kind of play for him tonight for just many reasons. But I mean, for the reason only is because he was the best Raider we've had, or one of the best Raiders we've ever had. So I think they'll be good.
So you guys are first place in the league, having a good season. It's sometimes easy to get complacent. Other teams obviously bring their best game every day because you guys have the target on your back. How do you guys, what are the keys to today's game? How do you keep the guys focused, and what are you guys working on today?
We just got to come to the game every day prepared, and we work on it in practice, and we work on it in games and everything along the lines. But I mean, we're never going to be perfect, and we won't be perfect ever, but I mean, it's the little things, right? You got to do the intangibles, you got to do everything as best as you can, and we always got to improve. So every game's a new game, so we got to come out ready. So,
well, super. Good luck tonight, and great luck in the season. Thanks. I'm here with Jake Hayes.
And we're back here as the Raiders-Miners game as the Raiders come out, lose the first face-off, and great job by the Miners getting the first shot of the game. The Raiders quickly push the ball up, and this is the period that they really like to push the ball in. They got the lefties, Kinnear and Getz, coming off the bench, and they're looking to push the ball quick to get the ball to them, into their sticks, and make to look something happen. Ball comes low with the righties as they swing it up top to number 12, Dylan Kinnear, who puts it right down to the left side. Getz comes over the top with a shot from out far, and great save by number 1, Jackson Freeman, who is back in the net. Miners push the ball up. Number 20, Logan Brubaker, hits the guy coming off the bench as he turns back as the Miners set up their offense. Good shot around the screen there by number 21, Harrison Tucker, coming over the top there as trying to make it tough for Wilhelm to see the ball, and he rings one off the post. Watson, good shot by Watson as Harrison Tucker picks up the ball and recovers it and gets it back to Watson. Low in the righty corner, who swings it up top, gives it right back to Watson, who shoots it from out far and finds the back of the net. So that's certainly something that the Miners were looking to come out and do, get a bounce back goal, certainly stop the run for the Raiders, and number 26, Brad Watson, gets a shot from out far and finds the back of the net.
Watson from Thoreau at 18:36.
And we see a face-off violation there by the Miners as it's Raiders ball. And we see Carter Brand there possibly not wearing a cup as he takes one below the belt as they set up their offense. Gets it low to the lefties, who swings it up top, and Jet picks up the ball with 10 seconds left in the shot clock as they pass the ball in a miscommunication as the Miners corral the ball. Number 16, Ty Smith, breaks it out to number 20, Logan Brubaker, who pushes the ball up, moves it to number 11, Kian Peterson, who swings it right down to the lefties. Ball goes back down low into the lefty corner with 5 seconds left on the shot clock, and we see a quick shot there from Kian Peterson that's just off the mark as the Raiders corral the ball. Quick whistle there as they reset and give the Raiders back the ball as number 33, Skinny, Jacob Mokuke, pushes the ball up as he hits number 19, who hits Kinnear, who swings it back inside. Oh, good, great look by Brett McIntyre there, looking inside to find Travis Getz, and that pass was just a little bit off the mark as the ball comes back down. McIntyre gets the ball back with 3 seconds on the shot clock, and quick shot, and just like that, he finds the back of the net. McIntyre's a guy you got to watch out for coming across the top. He certainly has a lethal shot. He can find the back of the net, knows how to manipulate the goalie, and we see him there find the back of the net.
Assistant number 12, Dylan Kinnear, and number 19, Connor Huff. McIntyre from Kinnear at 17.
I guess what they're doing.
Face-off violation by the Raiders as it's Miners ball. Ben Doig feeds the ball to Kian Peterson, who hits Brad Watson low in the righty corner, who carries it up high, swings it across as ball goes low into the lefty corner to Kian Peterson, who comes over the top with a jump shot, and great shot, but great save by Brendan Wilhelm to corral the ball. And Kian Peterson we see coming up from Seattle, Washington. He came up here, plays down at school at Grand Canyon University as he comes down and looks to make some noise up here in Edmonton. So the Raiders push the ball up the floor as they slow things down to get their offense on the floor. Nothing in transition there is number 14, Jet Leonard Berdier, sorry for my pronunciation there, Berdier, as we see a slash coming up here to number 18 on the Miners. Cole Todd, who is a call-up. So we'll see the Miners Miners get their penalty kill back on the floor once again, as we'll see if the Raiders can capitalize on this one.
Miners penalty to number 18, Cole Todd, 3 minutes for slashing.
Raiders swing the ball up top to Carter Brand, who looks low to Getz. Swings it right back to Brand, over to Pup. Down low to McIntyre, looks up to Brand, gives it right back to Pup. They're looking for that swing shot up to Brand, as we see right there, and great save by Jackson Freeman as Brett McIntyre crowds the ball. Pup over to Brand, who looks to take the shot around the screen, over to, oh, great look inside by McIntyre, and just slipped over the stick of number 12, Dylan Kinnear, who looks to come down that pipe and finish the ball. Number 16, Ty Smith, pushing the ball up as the Miners get the ball over the rag line before time expires. Ball low in the corner. Great job by the Raiders to pin them up against the boards and hopefully get the ball back before the end of the power play as they do so. Number 22, Levi Anderson, looking to push the ball and get something on transition as he hits Travis Getz back door, and good fake short side and puts the ball far side. So we see a great finish there, as we talked about earlier in the period, looking to hit Getz and Kinnear coming off that bench early to finish the ball, and that's exactly what they do. We see a great ground ball there by Brett Craig, who looks to slow things down as he feeds it back to number 3, Liam Farrell, who swings the ball low in the corner to Dylan Kinnear. Kinnear quickly comes around, hits Connor Pup, who crowds the ball and gives it right back. Raiders get the ball back with 5 seconds on the shot clock. Dylan Kinnear goes underneath and hits Dylan Ferrier as he just fumbles the ball, and it's going to be Miners' ball. Miners push the ball up the floor, hit Brad Watson low in the corner, who swings it up top over to the left side as we look for a little one-on-one here from the American, who looks for a release as he can't find one, and he takes a shot from up top, just off the mark, but good pickup by number 21, Harrison Tucker. Is great save by Wilhelm as they break the ball out. Ball goes off Levi Anderson out of play as Miners' ball. Miners push the ball up the floor. They swing it over to Watson, who swings it low to the righty side. Looks to come down and find a back as they come over the top, swing it to the lefties, and right back down low to the righties, who look to get a seal shot there. Great pressure by Brett Craig out on hand, so he can't survey the floor. We swing it low as they look right up top for a quick shot. Over to the righties. Shot just off the mark and out of play as the Raiders get the ball back. Ham pushing the ball up the floor, finds McIntyre, who gets it immediately low to Jet, who comes over the top, looks to Kinnear, who fires one. Good save by Jackson Freeman there. So they break out the ball. Bit of a miscommunication there as the ball's a little low for Brubaker as the Raiders corral it back and hopefully turn. Great job by Kinnear to get that ball back. Certainly set up the offense as he steps in and takes a shot low as Anderson crowds the ball as they get a reset on the shot clock here. Ball's low in the corner with Pup. Great stick by number 16, Ty Smith, to knock down the pass as Brubaker pushes the ball up the floor. Settles things down to get the Miners offense set up. Number 11, Peterson, takes a quick shot. Great soak by McIntyre as he crowds the ball and looks to push up the floor, get something in transition again. McIntyre pulls the ball back over to Anderson, who will continue the breakout for the Raiders. Ball low with Jet, who tries to go underneath, comes back over top. Hits number 27, Dylan Ferrier, coming off the bench, who takes a quick crippler, and great save as they look for a release. Ball goes back down into the Raiders zone. Ball goes to Getz, down into the low to Ferrier. Over the top to Pup, who takes a shot around the screen, and great corral by Carter Brand there, a new guy that we see coming onto the Raiders. Jet comes around the top, and great save. See a little bit of a scrum there in front of the zone as things settle down and the Miners carry the ball out into the Raiders zone. For 13, Thibault comes over the top to look for a shot. Number 11, Peterson, picks up the ball as he feeds it right back to Thibault. Looks back up top to Peterson. Great job by Brett Craig, realizing there's only 5 seconds left in the shot clock as he mucks the ball and gets it all the way down the floor as the shot clock expires for the Miners. Raiders ball. Ham picks up the ball low in the righty's corner, swings it up top to McIntyre, who looks over to the left side to see the guy coming off the bench as Brand gets the ball, swings it low in the corner to Kinnear. Double down. As they come over to the top, number 19, Pup, looks behind the net to Getz, who looks inside to McIntyre. Oh, shot just off the mark as Kinnear corrals the ball and looks to get it back up top with 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Quick shot just off the mark there by McIntyre as the Miners will get the ball back. Miners number 27, Kilcoms, gets the ball low up top to Watson, who gives it right back to number 21, Harrison Tucker, who swings it up top to Thibault, right back to Watson, and his shot is just off the mark and out of play, and the Raiders will get the ball back. Oh, late whistle there. A bit of a miscommunication between the ref and number 22, Anderson, as the ball come back into the Raiders zone. Motuk moves the ball to number 12, Kinnear, who swings it low into the righty corner as we look to see a pick down here by Connor Pup as he swings the ball. Gets it low to the left side, look inside, and pass just off the mark as Jet corrals the ball and looks back inside. Great shot by number 19 there, Connor Pup, with not a lot of angle. Pup corrals the ball as they get it back low into the lefty corner. Getz comes over the top, has lots of room. Oh, great save by Freeman. So the Miners break out the ball. Number 16, Smith, carrying the ball up. Looks over to number 10, McDougall, who flips the ball. A bit of a miscommunication, and great loose ball by number 26, Brad Watson there, as we see him corral the ball and set up the O once again for the Miners. Quick shot by Watson and big save by Wilhelm as Craig will carry the ball up the floor once again. Bit of a trip there, maybe the refs missed that one, but Raiders get the ball back as McIntyre will carry the ball up with 12 seconds left on the shot clock, gets it low in the lefty corner to Brand, who comes over the top. Big shot, but great sticks up top by the Miners to stop that ball as Brubaker looks to push the ball in transition here. Bit of a head on a swivel there by Miles Ham to pick up the guy coming down the middle as the Miners pass is just off the mark. Ball comes around to number 6, Holtby, who takes a shot, and another big save by Wilhelm, who breaks the ball out quick to number 3, Farrell, as they look to push. Watson and Trent. Oh, big save by Jackson as Anderson just gets saved there. Pup setting things up for the Raiders offense, who puts the ball up to Bedier, who gets it low into the lefty corner. Big steal by Carter Brand with Getz coming over the top, who swings it. Once again, low with Pup, who comes over the top for the righties. 5 seconds left on the shot clock here. Big shot by Brand and gets his own rebound once again. And another great save by Freeman as Brand comes right down the middle on him. Quick breakout by the Miners as they push the ball up. Moores dishes the ball off to number 13, Theriault. And we see another penalty here coming up to the Raiders. That's going to be number 33, Jacob Motuk, for 2 minutes for slashing. Let's see if the Miners can capitalize on their power play here, as the Raiders will be short once again.
2 minutes for slashing at 7:24.
Watson up top moves the ball over to number 21, who gets it right back. They play catch with Tucker. Brubaker comes across, comes over the top. Tucker with a big shot from the outside, just off the mark, and Tyler Sevier carries the ball down the floor. Moves it up to Levi Anderson, who decides to pull the ball out and hopefully rag off some of the time off their power play here, as the Miners do a good job corralling him in the corner as Levi breaks free. Gets it over to number 20, Carter Brand up top. No double coming from the Miners, so Brand will hold the ball up top with not a lot of pressure. Good job, good movement off ball by the Raiders there to get open for Brand and get the ball away from the double team. Ball will sit up top with Inferior's stick as the Miners look to organize a little bit. Hopefully get a double team on him up top here as he moves the ball before the double team can come, and number 19, Pup, moves the ball right back to Brand as the Miners look to reset on the man up. Brand, good job breaking free, and we're going to see a penalty coming up here to number 16, Ty Smith, on the Miners. So the Raiders are going to wait to kill off the rest of this penalty kill here. Raiders get the ball up top to Kinnear, who the shot clock should start running. Looks right back inside to Brand, who rings it off the pipe. And we're going to see a holding penalty here to number 16, Ty Smith of the Miners, as we're going to see some 4-on-4 play for 12 seconds.
Miners penalty to number 16, Ty Smith, 3 minutes for holding. Smith for holding at 5:36.
4-on-4. McIntyre swings the ball across to Kinnear, who gets it low into the corner. Gets it back up top, who's going to hold the ball and let their penalty expire so they can get their power play out for the remaining 15 seconds on the shot clock. Kinnear swings the ball low to Pup, skips it right back to Kinnear, who looks over to Brand, who gives it right back. Kinnear with a big shot from up top, just wide of the mark, as the Miners break the ball out. Good job by the Raiders jumping on them quick and turning the ball back over, and we're going to see them get their power play back with 1:20 to go in the power play. Ball's up top, low to Getz. Back up top to Kinnear, over to McIntyre. They play pass up top as Kinnear drags. Gives the ball low to Getz as they reset. Kinnear back at the shooter, good skip to Pup, who takes a underhand, low to high as short side as we see the ball could become loose. Good job by Austin Reister to get the ball as he just throws it down the floor as the Raiders do a great job pressing. The Raiders corral the ball with 40 seconds left on the power play as they look to set things up. 20 on the shot clock, back up to Kinnear. Over to McIntyre, back to Kinnear, who drags, gives it low to Getz, who tries to find McIntyre over the top. Good save as Pup is battling on top of the crease. but Freeman picks up the ball as number 18 for the Miners. Todd carries the ball up and hits Brubaker as they look to kill off the rest of this power play. Big pick there by Peterson, is moving pick as number 10, Maroney, picks up the ball for the Raiders and carry it down the floor. And we see the power play expire for the Miners. Great job, for the Raiders. Great job by the Miners killing that one off. That's certainly a big kill as the Raiders feed the ball back door to Ferrier as he just rings one off the pipe. Ferrier gets the ball back, swings it low to Kinnear, who swings it over to the right side, down low to McIntyre. Back up top to Kinnear, right immediately low to Ferrier as they hit McIntyre coming off, and he comes over the top, and big save by Freeman as Bedier gets the ball back and swings it over to Kinnear up top. Ball goes low to McIntyre, who comes over the top. Big pick, up pick by Jet as they look inside and just drops the ball. We see a loose ball push, and ball is gonna stay with the Raiders. Kinnear up top gets it low to Brand, who carries the ball over the top, swings it over to the right side. McIntyre with the up pick, who comes down the middle. Oh, great finish by McIntyre coming down the middle. He, like I said earlier, he's certainly a threat that you're gonna watch inside. Does a great job getting the goalie moving one way and finishing the ball. Big face-off win by the Raiders as they get the ball low in the Miners zone. As they get it back to center, back to number 13, Brett Craig. A nice spin move up top and gets it over onto the half wall on the left side to Getz. Getz swings the ball up top over to Nick 16 McIntyre, who gets it low to Pup, who comes over the top. Swings it to Brand as the Raiders swing the ball behind the net, and they look to pick guys inside as they hit number 19 Pup, and great save by Freeman. Great job getting the ball back. Great battle by number 14 Bedier as he just gets his stick on number 12 Randy Bray's stick to strip him of the ball. Ball's down low with Kinnear, who looks up top to 14 Jet. Gets the ball low in the corner. Rolls back high, swings it up top to Brand, who puts it right back low to Kinnear, who comes over the top and fires one. Oh, great job picking up the ball by Ferrier as Brand comes over the top, gets the ball, and comes over the top and puts in a gorgeous behind the back, short side.
That was literally just like, how many shots is it going to take to score?
Are you relaxing?
The Raiders goal scored by number 20, Carter Brand. Unassisted at 131. Brand, unassisted.
Good tie up there by number 8 of the Miners, Moores, as the Raiders end up corralling the ball. Ham pulls the ball out to set up the Raiders offense with minute 15 left to go in the period. Brand looks behind the net to Tate as he just off the mark as the Miners hopefully corral the ball as the Raiders do a good job picking it up, and crease violation by Miles Ham as the Raiders look to break the ball, or as the Miners look to break the ball out. Number 11, Peterson, over to number 26, Watson, on the righty half wall. Comes over the top, right back to Peterson, who gives it right back to Watson. Watson looks to roll down the alley, comes over the top, big shot, just off the mark as the ball goes down into the Miners' end. Three seconds left on the shot clock. Theron Bolt just fires the ball off the mark, and it's going to be Raiders' ball with 29 seconds left, to go in the period. Ball's low in the corner on the right side with Pup, who comes over the top, hits Getz for a bench steal as he fires one back low to McIntyre, who looks inside to Kinnear. Ball's loose in the corner as Ferrier picks up the ball. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Good look by McIntyre to Pup, and great save by number 1, Jackson Freeman, as time expires and score after the second period, 15-2 for the Raiders. Shots on goal are 52 for the Raiders to the Miners 15. We'll be back shortly.
So I'm here with Austin Reister from the Edmonton Miners. Austin, you guys are having a little bit of a rebuilding year. You guys coming in today's game, you're playing a tough team with the Raiders. What are the keys to the game today for you guys to be successful?
Definitely just play tough on them and limit them to their chances, and just execute on our what we're trying to do here.
Sounds good. You guys, had lost a few players to injuries, a little shorter bench perhaps today than other days. So how do you guys keep your spirits up?
Just take the positives out of every shift, and just always keep our head up and focus on the momentums, everything. Yeah.
Sounds good. Well, good luck in today's game, and thank you very much.
Thanks so much.
So I'm here with Austin Reister from the
as McIntyre gets the ball low, comes over the top.
There we go.
And we're back as we see the Raiders get a quick goal.
Very quick goal.
And we'll get back to you on who scored that one.
Brett McIntyre.
And Brett McIntyre finds the back of the net again. Man, he's hot tonight. He's coming out, really finding his boots. He's a little guy out there, so he's got to do the little things right. And
Absolutely gorgeous strike. Shades of Lionel Messi.
big
on the
pickup
floor.
by the Miners as they carry the ball back.
Coming back
Brett
and
Craig
Brett
with a
Craig
big hit, using his big body out there to his advantage as the Miners get the ball back and carry it up the floor.
We're playing and I'll pop in with like some fun facts and stuff.
Miners carry the ball over to Peterson, who swings it across the right side to Watson, who comes over the top and fires one. Oh, good pickup as the Raiders are looking to battle to get the ball as Watson for the Miners picks up the ball and fires one right away, quick in the shot clock. Brett Craig overruns the ball. He's a big guy. He's really up there, so it's easy for him to overrun the ball.
Sometimes it's hard for him to see the ball from all the way up there when it's down on the ground.
And we see a penalty coming up here to the Raiders as number 10, Jack Maroney, gets his stick a little out of control and catches the Miners up high.
Number 10, Jack Maroney. 2 minutes for slashing at 18:40. Maroney.
Watson carries the ball in, moves it over to Bray and swings it back up. Over to Watson, over to Peterson, who face dodges underneath on the power play, and big save by Wilhelm, and Bray corrals the ball and gets another quick shot. Big pickup by Ham as he carries the ball up the floor. Ham's a guy you got to watch out for. He's got quick feet under him. He's a light, skinny guy, so he's got a lot of speed behind him. Swings it over to Bedier, who looks low into the corner for Pup. As the Pup goes underneath and behind the net as the Miners look to set up their double team here on the man up. Bit of a high hit coming in by number 8 for the Miners, Moores, as Pup runs the ball out.
Quite a display of athleticism that we're seeing here from Connor Pup.
Swings it over to Brand, who looks for
I've
the
heard
swim move.
that he actually runs marathons before every practice to stay in shape for situations just like this. Incredible, incredible commitment. Carter Brand now with the ball. Straight from Ottawa, Ontario, capital of Canada. Fun fact for the fans.
Great job by Pup getting the ball out, as just fumbles it a little bit, but Bedier overruns that ball. That's a little surprising. He's got the most ground balls on the team, so it's surprising to see him miss that one there.
Behind
as the Miners
Chong.
pull the ball up. The Miners set up their power play once again with 10 seconds to go. Watson and number 21, Harrison Tucker play passes. Pass is just a little off the mark as the Raiders power play, or as the Raiders penalty kill, will expire as they look to push the ball up the floor. Number 7, Kalen Bullen comes up the floor, hits. Oh, bit of a sketchy pass as the ball's corralled by Ham again as he pushes the ball down the floor. Ham swings it up top to Ferry, who puts it right back low to Kinnear, who should look inside. Great job by McIntyre coming over the top there. As we see a broken stick, great slash by number 18 as gets away with that one. So
Andrew McBride begging the referees for a call here, and he is not going to get it. The Miners push the ball up the floor now. Raiders defense in there, looking good, staying tight. Tate Farstead is getting a little rough on Watson. Who knows? We'll see if anything comes of that.
Big slash coming down.
Big slash.
As Tate releases the hammer on Watson, and Watson carries the ball out.
Tate Farstead swings that battle axe.
And
Watson takes a shot a little high into the rafters. That'll be Raiders ball. 15 minutes to go here in the third. 16-2 for your very own Okotoks Raiders. Raiders get a nice shot there, but a big save by the post. Levi Anderson back in with the rebound behind the back, misses the net just by a touch. And the Raiders come back up with the ball again. Carter Brand winds, passes it low down to Getz. Back up to the shooter at Carter Brand across the top. Down low now, Connor Pup driving over the top, looking like a real threat. And here's Carter Brand with the ball now. Raiders offense moving the ball well, moving their feet, swinging over the top. Looking like some really, really good lacrosse action going on right now. Oh, and almost one for the Raiders there as the ball fell loose right in front of the Miners' crease.
Good hockey shot there by Jet. He came in playing some lower level hockey, but we see him pull out his skills.
Midget one. Played midget one last year.
Yeah, something a lot of people might not know about Jet. He is actually quite a passionate hockey player up until the age of 13.
So we see great community action here, certainly with the Raiders, as the 50-50 was just won by one of the parents who actually donated the winnings back to the McKinnon family, as we see here. Quick push up by the Miners. We see number 3, B Rabbit again. Again, if you want to go check out his mixtape, he's really hot on SoundCloud. As Miles Hand comes over the top, looks inside to number 10, who
and Greg Hart
wasn't quite looking.
Was on the receiving end of that pass. He's a ref though, so that's no good. Miners pick up the ball. Coming up the floor here, number 2. Those are some bright shoelaces. That's okay though.
As Watson carries the ball up, looks to put it low in the right-hand side to number 6, Holtby, who swings it across, down low to Peterson.
Second cousin of Braden Holtby of the Washington Capitals. That fact, though, has not been confirmed. It's more of a suspicion.
As Anderson carries the ball out low, he's a great player coming into this. He's actually played defense for the Raiders last year, but he's come out of his shell a little bit as they feed Brett Craig inside, who's again uses that massive frame to his advantage as he posts up inside, as we see the Curry look. Anderson rings one off the post as the Raiders corral the ball once again. Kinnear feeds Anderson back inside, and good defensive play as Anderson fumbles the ball right on the top of the crease. That's a good shot for Anderson. He has to find a way to put that ball in the back of the net.
Lots of good looks by the Raiders here. Getting plenty of shots on this goal. You're definitely feeling the rubber. Here we go again inside. Brett McIntyre, and another big save.
Good corral by Dylan Ferry, who comes around the net and fires one off the sideboards. Shot's just a little bit off the mark. Good pickup by the Miners captain, Logan Brubaker, as he pushes the ball down the floor looking to make some noise here. The Raiders do a good job corralling him as shoots that one out of bounds as the Raiders get the ball back.
Yep. Another little known fact, Logan Brubaker's dad actually has the best hair of any parent in the RMLL. Gorgeous flowing mane. Back to you, Cam.
Skinny comes over the top with a nice shot as, he hits the guy right from behind. He's lucky he got away with that one as the Miners looking to retaliate a little bit as Miles Ham pushes the ball back up the floor. Kalen Bolin swings it up top to B Rabbit, with a great shot. Ham looks to pick up the ball in the corner as Kalen Bolin does a great job corralling the ball as he swings it over to Skinny again on right side, who comes right back to Ham with a great shot around the screen, using Reister's big body to hide the ball. Ben Doig coming down the floor, gets a...
Doig, that's a fun name.
Gets a little scared there coming around. Seeing Brett Craig standing there with his long stick and his long flowing manes, so...
Yeah, a lot of standing for Brett Craig.
There
he goes, running now. He's got his feet moving up the wall. Good pass. Here comes Levi Anderson down the half wall. Looking for a pick, looking for something, anything. He looks a little lost. Dylan Kinnear now with the ball, swinging it across. Jet Bedier. Oh, wow, drive that lane hot.
Big
back
slash.
Up top, and we're about to go on a Raiders power play.
So, actually, a little known fact, Brett Craig actually has a hair weave that he actually got his hair chopped off not that long ago, but he had to maintain the image, so he actually got a hair weave put in. So we'll see how that actually holds up in the game. I'm not sure if they fall out easily, but we'll certainly keep an eye on that one.
And another constant fire protection. Raiders power play.
So we see a wheel here from the Raiders. Getz gives it back to McIntyre, who gives it right back to Kinnear. Getz is just getting beat up on the crease down there by number 8. So they pick up the ball and look to break it out quick.
This
Good breakout
is
pass
a
number 6.
madhouse.
Brand picks the ball back up as he pushes back down the floor as they got numbers coming in here.
Odd man situation. Travis Getz, that one got caught in the lights. Because it didn't get caught in his stick.
And we'll say, yeah, certainly, whoever scores, I'll say, yeah, it's saying, the girls are sitting in the crowd, they're certainly putting on a show for that.
I think Farragut. Oh, yeah. Doesn't get any better.
Good corral. Ferrier moves it down low to Getz, who swings it right back up to Brand, back up to Ferrier. Steps in over to Bedier, who swings it back door to Getz as number 33, Guerin, just about slips coming across there. Bedier rips one on net. Good save by the goalie, who's not quite sure where the ball is as the Miners look to push the ball up the floor.
Goalie with the ball now. He's not too sure where he is. And Carter Brand comes up with it.
Swings
back
it
down
up
the other way. Travis Getz makes the catch this time. And they pull it out back on the power play.
30 seconds left in the Raiders power play. That is actually sponsored by Booster Juice. So if they score, everyone actually in the crowd gets a nice Booster Juice. So if you make your way out to a Raiders game, you can maybe possibly win yourself a good old small snack size Booster Juice. So
that's great, Cam.
Ferrier with a big shot from the top. Good save by Guerin once again of the Crude as he's coming up here as a call up as Lay takes a shot. Actually,
we've just received word from management that there are no booster juices available. However, we've been told if the Raiders surpass 100 shots, everybody currently listening to the live stream will receive a free corn dog in the mail. Here we go, Raiders.
Oh, big shot from the outside of number 14, Bedier, as he recovers his own shot, as he dekes inside, feeds it back down low to Pup, who spins on the creases, puts one inside. Goal, great save by Guerin as Brand's looking to get the shot, and number 12, Dylan Kinnear, corrals the ball as he comes over the top.
Trying to keep it exciting. So,
Dylan's a big body, looking to use his gut for inside, so certainly as he comes around, he's looking to lean on guys, just get body position as that gut for certainly helps him out.
Gutfer. What are you looking at his Gutfer?
Swings it behind the net. Great shot inside to B Rabbit, who again, if you want to check out his mixtape on SoundCloud, has been very hot lately.
You know, one thing I think, Cam, that's been quite incredible in this game has been the Raiders coach's ability to stay composed on the bench.
Yeah, certainly something we see in lots of games.
it's something that's been a real trademark of this team is staying relaxed, staying off the officials.
I think certainly in this game, having them stay off is one of the reasons that
The
certainly
Raiders-
helps the boys focus, put some
Yes.
more balls in the net.
Absolutely,
So that's very good to
absolutely.
see.
They're looking calm, collected, and
very professional down there.
Very coach-like, I would say.
Levi Anderson.
Quick shout out to trainer Amy McKinnon, who's currently working on B-Rabbit on the bench. He burnt his tongue. He was spitting fire. So
we'll keep an eye on him.
We'll
to
keep
see
an
if he
eye on
returns
him.
back into
He
the game.
should be back later. Kalen Bullen goes for, I don't know what that was, but little John Grant Jr.
Swings the ball over to Ty Smith, who carries the ball up the floor and hits number 11 Peterson, who's certainly finding his feet here in Edmonton. First time actually out of Seattle. He's never driven before, so coming up here they had to get him a driver's license and find him a car. So it's nice that he's settling in and figuring things out here in Edmonton.
Yeah, I've heard there are actually no roads in Seattle. So that's interesting. Makes sense.
Yeah, Keane's certainly been a big part of the Miners coming out here. He's certainly contributed, finding his feet in the box game that he's only played a couple times back down in the States, but
yeah,
certainly looks to be in his shoes up here in Edmonton, finding his way really quick early in the season, which is very nice to see.
Jacob Matuk, smart play there. He deceived the Miners and he camouflaged a turnover as a missed pass. Miners with the ball now. Raiders defense looking good though. In tight, Carter, in tight. There you go, Brett Craig out on the hands.
Over to Watson, who looks low to Peterson. Is great stick by Levi Anderson.
Levi Anderson pushing it up the floor like a gazelle.
We'll see what he does. He's on the wrong side of the floor here. He's not sure, but Levi Anderson certainly doing his thing. He could have fed it across there, but he certainly puts it in because he's got some girls in the crowd that he's got to put some numbers up for him. So as we see on the camera.
One thing about Levi, it's really great to see him shooting the ball. He's at that would be Levi Anderson's, I believe, second and third cousins in the stands. Hello to the McIntyre family. Good to hear from you.
Yeah, it's great to hear that Mr. and Mrs. McIntyre have tuned in to watch their grandson Brett certainly put up some unbelievable numbers as he actually broke the all-time RMLL scoring record, which is a big accolade that Brett can pride himself on. He's certainly a young player that has done a phenomenal job finding the back of the net.
Al Kinnear.
Really?
Big shout out to Al Kinnear at home tonight. We miss you up here, buddy. He's the voice of the Raiders for the past few seasons. Has been absolutely an inspiration. I don't know how he deals with Dylan Kinnear on a day-to-day basis, but somehow he's made it, and big shout out to Al for that.
Big behind the back we see there from Brett Craig as Ham fires one into the chest of the goalie as finally finds the back of the net. Miles Ham actually just got back. He was in the States checking out some schools, playing some lacrosse down there. So we'll see. Hopefully he can find his feet down in the States. I know he was talking to a couple nice MCLA D2 schools. So hopefully he can find his way into one of those. Big win by Tyler Sevier there as Tate gets the ball back to him. Farstad as Sevier carries the ball up and gets it low to number 27, Dylan Ferrier, as he uses his big body and just shoots one wide.
What are you looking at his gut for?
Austin Reeser carrying the ball up, who feeds it over to Peterson just coming off the bench, who swings it low down to number 21, Harrison Tucker.
I gotta go and lock the ring. Jesse Chong signing off.
Brett Craig does a good job corralling that ball as he uses his frame again to shadow the ball and really protect it from the Miners as he carries the ball up the floor and looks to set up in the offensive zone. As we see Craig actually came in his first couple games in Junior A. He was actually an offensive player. He came in, put up, we pulled up here, he actually put up 33 goals in 4 games on the offensive side of the floor. So that's certainly nice from Brett Craig to see him on the offensive floor once again. So the Miners push the ball back up. Number 11, Kean Peterson with a behind the back over to number 21, Harrison Tucker, who comes over the top and feeds it to number 10, McDougall, who was looking to cut through the middle. Number 11, Kean Peterson comes around the screen, looks inside, but a great pickoff by number 4, Miles Ham, who settles the ball back and looking to kill some time here off the clock. Miles Ham's just going to hold the ball behind the net, which is a smart move by the Raiders, just running some time off the floor. It was a great showing for number 3, Guerin, coming into the game. Certainly, we don't know if he was expecting to get some time in this game, but it certainly found the net and held his own throughout the time he played today. Great job, Guerin. So, number 11 carries the ball up the floor. Peterson, the little head fake, rolls back underneath as he gets a shot on Wilhelm. Great job by Wilhelm with that big save as Wilhelm has done a great job in this game. He's had 23 shots and has had 2 saves actually. So two goals against him. Sorry. So he's held his own throughout the game as we see Guerin and Jackson Freeman with 74 shots against and 18 goals, which are again great save percentage. Great job standing in net there, boys. Number 6 moves it down low across to Peterson with 15 seconds on the game clock, who swings it over to Watson, who's looking to fire one from up top. And one guy certainly the Miners were missing was number 22, Brett Orr, who has been out for the past couple games. He pulled his Achilles tendon, so hopefully he's back pretty soon. As we see a penalty here to number 6 of the Miners, Mitchell Holtby, for a high stick at the end of the game as the Miners look to kill off the last 2.8 seconds here. As the game clock runs off, and great job for both teams as we are joined here again on Sunday as the 2 teams meet once again, and thank you for everyone who joined in. I hope you enjoyed, and if you have any comments or questions, you can tweet into the Raiders handle for Twitter, which is Raiders Junior A Lax. So we would love to hear from you. If you have any tips, pointers, or anything you liked about the commentary tonight, we would love to hear from you. And we'll see you guys on Sunday once again. Thank you.
Bad boys.